What's up, trainiacs? In today's weekly Triathlon News Day Tuesday, Ironman Texas has all kinds of controversy surrounding it. Hoka and Ironman announced that they are hopping into bed together, and I poke the Lance Armstrong bear one more time. Woo! Welcome to this week's Triathlon News Day Tuesday, where we talk about a lot of the ongoings out in the triathlon world. Stick around to the end of the video where I will share our weekly story from the trainiac community, and as always, if there are any associated videos that you can go see the full version of them on YouTube, the link will be in the description below. Let's get into the first story. Right off the bat, I'm gonna poke the Lance Armstrong bear and announce that he just settled his $100 million lawsuit with the federal government. This was the US Postal Service case for $5 million. Now, while Lance Armstrong believes that based on the grounds of the case itself, he was entirely innocent, he just decided to cough up $5 million to make it go away. $1.5 million is apparently entitled to former teammate Floyd Landis, amounting to a grand total of roughly $30 million that this has cost Lance Armstrong. It's an expensive doping program. Now, I know that a very vocal bunch of you feel very passionately about Lance Armstrong, so I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this decision. Hit me up in the comments below with how you feel Lance Armstrong is making out after all this is said and done. Oh, the comments. And Hoka One One was announced as the official shoe of a lot of Ironman distance races, and they announced the Humans of Hoka campaign, where they'll be sharing stories from athletes who wear Hoka shoes from all around the world. Now, at this point in time, it looks like a lot of those athletes are gonna be more of the people that we've already seen for years and years, the Dave Scotts of the world, the Tim O'Donnell, the Mirinda Carfraes of the world. And you know what? It's interesting to see that if that is the direction that they're going in, that it is the direction that they're going in, because in my personal belief, people who spend a lot more ground contact time on the ground running, they are the ones that can benefit a lot more from Hokas. Just a thought, just a thought. Flora Duffy won in ITU. It was her hometown race in Bermuda in 2:01:39 by almost 2 minutes over Vicky Holland and Katie Zafiris, who had to sprint for the finish for second place. Vicky Holland won. On the men's side of that race, it was a Norwegian sweep, and I've got to read out the names of everyone that got on the podium. Kasper Stromes won by about 20 seconds, with Christian Blumenfeld and Gustav Iden shortly in behind. Got good names, those Norwegians. Now, Ironman Texas, this is probably the biggest story in triathlon over the past week. Course records were set. Or were they? Matt Hansen won in a time of 7:39:25, breaking the Ironman course record. Breaking. And Mel Hochschild won in just over 8:31. On the men's side of the race, the top 11 finishers all went under 8 hours. The thing about all this is that all of the course records that were set were actually invalidated. They were called back due to the nature of the course. Ironman Texas is a downstream swim, resulting in a very fast swim, and the bike course was announced to be several miles short. And in addition to that, such huge numbers of drafting packs ended up forming at Ironman Texas that the officials decided that it was safer to not call drafting penalties. So all of these excellent times that were posted are taken down. Now, let's get into everyone's favorite part of Triathlon News Day. That's a story from the trainiac community. And this one comes from Stuart McLaughlin from New Zealand, who says, "Hi Taren, in March 2017, I weighed 170 kilograms, 374 pounds. I had weight-related arthritis and sleep apnea. I was going down the road of not making it past 50 years old. I saw a doctor in April 2017 and had weight loss surgery in May that same year. I decided I wanted to inspire my kids and do something. I started off, well, going to the gym, but not really finding any sort of direction. Finally, after going on a holiday in August 2017, I watched Ironman New Zealand on the plane ride home and thought that I wanted to do that. So that night, I entered the Ironman. The next day, I hit the pool and managed to swim a massive 125 meters. I started slowly and purchased one of your plans. Thank you, Stuart. I did my first sprint race in November 2017, finishing in 1 hour, 45 minutes, and I was hooked. I've now done one more sprint race, an Ironman, an Olympic distance, and just this last week I finished my first half Ironman in 6:32. I now weigh, get this everyone, 73 kilograms, 160 pounds, and have lost 213 pounds, 97 kilograms in total. That is the entire weight of a former Taren. Like, you lost a human. Attaboy, Stuart. Losing the weight and discovering triathlon has changed my life. I look forward to more races next season and doing my first full Ironman. Wait, I thought it said that you... Apparently I've got something jumbled there, but good luck to you, Stuart. He says, many thanks for all the great tips, and I'll see you out there on the course one day. Let's do it. Let's make it Kona, Stuart. What do you say? So thank you very much for your story, Stuart. That is incredibly inspiring, and I hope that some of all of you go on your weight loss triathlon journey. It's a fantastic sport that, like he says, it can change your life. So thanks for sharing and inspiring the group. Stuart, if any of you want to get your story featured here on Triathlon Newsday Tuesday that comes out every Tuesday, obviously, hit me up at Taren@triathlontaren.com. And if you aren't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button below. If you like these Newsday stories and you are subscribed, hit the like button. Oh, and check out our podcast. The Triathlon Taren podcast is the most reviewed triathlon podcast in the world, if you haven't heard. Apparently, La Croix makes me very eloquent when I speak. Nailed that one! Woo!